Hello everybody, my name is Narendra Kumar and today we are here to start a journey of the evolution through art. It's a beautiful book called Evolution Through Art by Michael Newberry, and today we're going to read this out carefully. And we would like you to join in this journey and enjoy the journey. Let's start. So we have the dedication. There's a beautiful dedication here and I'm going to read it out. Dedication. This book is dedicated to all the artists, past, working and budding, who are bringing and who will bring their intelligence, heart and perceptual insights to art. It is also dedicated to all who appreciate, recognize and love art. To all of you, my heartfelt thanks. So that's a beautiful dedication. Now we go to the introduction. And there's a subtitle to the introduction, a very powerful title. It's called Art, the Integrator of the Human Spirit. And there's a subtitle to that also, Guardian Spirit. A kind and loving father lost his 20-year-old son to suicide. The young man was handsome, smart, impish, and adored. There were no indications of psychological issues until he began a generic drug treatment for an unrelated issue. Then something changed. After the boy passed away, the father went on a journey of mourning, soul-searching and renewal. Art would play a key role for him throughout this period. In 2018, Jonathan Raskus, the father, came to visit me in my cabin studio in Idlewild, California. He shared pieces of their story, like the times they traveled by train discussing childish things. In the face of tremendous suffering, Jonathan had a noble bearing and a generosity of spirit. I offered to paint a portrait of his son. Months later, when the portrait was finished, the father traveled from St. Louis to pick it up. With a carefully wrapped painting in hand, he returned to St. Louis via train, the two of them arriving home safely. Because he cared. Because he made the effort and believed in the power of art, the father transcended the spirit-crushing loss to go on to be present, to do good works, and to keep evolving. Complex interconnections of perceptions, emotions, and thoughts make up the human psyche. Art connects all these elements. Indeed, it is our guardian spirit. This book is about how human evolution comes about through art, both on the grand scale as a species and intimately on a personal level. We are living in a time of crisis and psychological meltdown, cultural conflicts, resignation, belligerence, pragmatic cynicism, and so much bitterness. People try solving these issues through beliefs and religion, movements, philosophy, cults, reason, logic, science, meditation, spirituality, and even extraterrestrials. But to understand the complexity of the human psyche and formulate a positive stance, it is important to go back to our earliest foundations. If we look towards our human roots, what we find at the very beginning is art. We don't have writings of the thoughts of the prehistoric cave people, but we do have their art to examine, and there we will find the answers waiting to be unlocked. What it takes to solve these puzzles is a guide. With technical mastery of art techniques, psychological understanding of the creative process, a deep expertise in aesthetics, and authentic candor. What it takes from you is a patient curiosity to look closely, be thoughtfully introspective, presume a plausible context, and to have fun. The important themes of this book are that 30 millennia ago, long before there was religion, philosophy, and the written language, there was visual art. Visual art was created out of unique patterns of mental connections that distinguish humans from other animals. These patterns would be the first building blocks of our modern mind. Our visual art ability also triggers some of our most passionate emotions, as well as subliminally connecting us to our primordial roots. Often misunderstood, sometimes ridiculed, visual art could be the most important development in humanity, and it can be profoundly meaningful in our personal evolution. For all the tremendous power of art and its prevalence in our lives, it doesn't seem to be well understood. There are even people who prefer it that way. But my hope is that by diving deeper into art's meaning, process, guidance, and spirit, you will come away with a heightened optimism about humanity and how promising your future is. So that is a wonderful introduction, a powerful introduction, and a great promise ahead. And in the next video, we will start the part 1. It's called The Quest. And the first chapter there is a bridge to humanity. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next video with The Bridge to Humanity.